I stepped outside to take a phone call at my wedding. When I came back, my bride was on one knee in front of my best friend. The reception hall went silent when I pushed through the double doors. 200 guests turned to look at me, then back at Monica, who was kneeling on the dance floor in her white gown, with tears streaming down her face. Kyle stood above her, his best man boutonniere crooked, his hand shaking. She was holding something small and gold between her fingers. A ring, not the one I'd placed on her hand 3 hours ago. A different ring entirely. My leg stopped working and I grabbed the door frame to keep from collapsing. Monica and I had been together for 4 years. Kyle had been my best friend since middle school. He introduced us at his birthday party, said we'd be perfect together, stood beside me when I proposed. He helped me pick out her engagement ring. He gave a toast at the rehearsal dinner about how love finds a way. I trusted him more than anyone else in my life. I trusted her even more than that. The phone call that pulled me outside was from my mother, who'd arrived late and needed help finding parking. I was gone for 6 minutes. That's all it took for my entire world to crack open. I should have seen it sooner. 3 months ago, Monica started going to a gym across town instead of the one near our apartment. She said it had better equipment. Kyle started canceling our weekly poker nights. Said work was getting crazy. They were never in the same room together at family dinners anymore, always arriving separately, leaving at different times. I noticed but didn't connect the dots. I noticed but made excuses. I noticed but refused to believe what I was actually seeing. The night before our wedding, Kyle pulled me aside and said he had something to tell me. Then Monica walked in and he changed his mind. Said it could wait until after the honeymoon. I didn't push, but it got worse. When Monica saw me standing in the doorway, she scrambled to her feet so fast she nearly fell. Kyle caught her arm to steady her, and the intimacy of that gesture hit me like a physical blow. Her hand on his chest, his fingers wrapped around her elbow, the way they moved together without thinking, like they'd done it 1,000 times before. My cousin Darren walked up behind me and whispered that he'd been trying to text me for 3 minutes. He pressed his phone into my hand. On the screen was a video he'd recorded when I was outside. Monica walking toward Kyle, Monica dropping to one knee, Monica saying she couldn't do this anymore, couldn't pretend, couldn't marry someone she didn't love when the man she actually wanted was standing right in front of her. The video captured everything. Her voice, shaking but clear. His voice, telling her to wait until after. Her voice again, saying she was tired of waiting, tired of hiding, tired of lying to me. The ring she held up wasn't new. It was one she'd bought 6 months ago, according to Kyle's response in the video. They planned this. They planned their future together while I was planning our wedding. The $60,000 reception I'd drained my savings for was supposed to be her farewell performance. I looked up from the phone and met Monica's eyes across the room. She opened her mouth to speak. I held up Darren's phone so everyone could see the screen. I pressed play. The speakers were connected to the DJ's system because we'd been using it for the slideshow earlier. Monica's voice echoed through the reception hall at full volume. Every word, every confession, every declaration of love for a man who was supposed to be my brother. Guests gasped. Monica's mother covered her mouth. Kyle's father stood up from his table with his face turning purple. Monica screamed at me to turn it off, but I didn't move. I let it play until the end, until her final words hung in the air like smoke. I've loved him since the night we met. I only said yes to you because he asked me to. I let those words settle into the bones of every person in that room. Monica ran toward me with her hand raised like she was going to slap the phone away. Kyle grabbed her arm and pulled her back. My father stepped between us, his face harder than I'd ever seen it. He looked at Monica and told her to get out of his son's wedding. She started crying harder, saying I didn't understand, that it wasn't supposed to happen like this, that she was going to tell me after the honeymoon. I laughed. The sound came out broken and strange. I asked her if she was planning to tell me before or after she slept with him in the hotel suite I booked for our wedding night. Kyle's face went pale. Monica went silent. Darren showed me another text from one of the groomsmen. Kyle had booked an adjacent room under a fake name. The reservation confirmation was timestamped 3 weeks ago. The venue manager asked everyone to leave. Monica's parents tried to apologize on her behalf. Kyle's father offered to cover the cost of the reception. I declined both. I walked out through the kitchen entrance, got into my car, and drove to my parents' house without looking back. My lawyer filed for annulment the following Monday, citing fraud and consummation with a third party. Monica contested it until Darren's video became evidence. The annulment was granted in 62 days. Kyle lost his job at my uncle's company 3 weeks later. Monica's engagement announcement with Kyle appeared on social media 8 months after that. They broke up before the wedding.